I believe that when Jesus said that you're to love your neighbor and
as
you're
yourself.
to do as yourself, you're to love your enemy. Do you love your enemy?
I don't hate you, by the way.
Do you love your enemy, though?
Yes, I do.
You do?
I do.
So you love Al-Qaeda, then?
No, I don't love them. I love them in the sense that I want to destroy them.
I don't think that's the love Jesus was talking about.
I want them to see. They want to see Jesus. They want to go. They want to go see Allah. I'm all in favor of giving them a first-class ticket if they don't respect human life and dignity.
How do you think Jesus would handle this?
You know, it's an interesting question. You know, Jesus would have the ability to change people's hearts. I don't have his powers. I wish I did.
You're on TV every night at 9 o'clock.
I have all that power, Michael.
Well, you do. I mean, you are on TV every night at 9 o'clock.
And you watch every night, I hope.
Well, not every night, but I do watch, and you haven't changed my heart.
So what do we have here? We have that bigot racist, Sean Hannity, talking to Michael Moore, and the topic of loving your enemy came up, which is an important teaching in Christianity. This is what they teach in Christianity. You're supposed to love your enemy. Now, I like this teaching because it shows the hypocrisy and the two-faced nature of Christians. They all claim that they're Christian, but then when it actually comes down to adhering to their philosophy and their teachings, they don't follow it. They don't obey it. You're supposed to love your enemy. And that's a pretty clear teaching right there. Love your enemy. Now, when Michael Moore asked this fucking hick, this inbred hick, do you love your enemy? His first response was yes, because he didn't think about it for 2 seconds. He didn't think about who his enemies were. And then when Michael Moore said, so you love Al-Qaeda, he said, I love them in the way that I want to destroy them. What? A fucking idiot! Now, the fact of the matter is, I actually don't think you should love your enemies. You should hate your enemies, for obvious reasons, because by definition they're your enemies. And it is an altruistic and noble ideal to love your enemies, but it's unrealistic. It's a utopian ideal. It sounds good on paper, but in practice, it's the dumbest thing you could ever do. So I don't actually expect anyone to love their enemy. You shouldn't. You should hate your enemy. But the stupidity of Christians that they pretend to be good Christians, but then they don't follow their own teachings, that infuriates me. When this fucking hick goes on TV and acts like he's a Christian, but then he doesn't follow one of the teachings of Christianity, then what the hell is good? What's your religion good for? It's fucking useless. If you are just following what everybody else does, and being a pawn to authority and society, then you're a phony. You're fake. That's what this fucking hick is doing. He is catering to the majority. The majority of people are Christians. The majority of people believe in God. So he's doing all that shit. But the majority of people do not love their enemies. The majority of these conservative hicks who are inbred hate their enemies. They hate Al-Qaeda. That's your enemy. So they're phonies. They're fakes. It is an impractical belief to do that. And then when this fucking piece of shit made an appeal to Jesus. When Michael Moore asked him, is that the type of philosophy that Jesus would espouse? Or what would Jesus do? He was trying to make this fucking moron realize that the altruistic path would be to love your enemy. And then he delegated his responsibility to Jesus and said, Jesus is more noble than I am, so let him do it. I don't have that power. He made an excuse to get himself out of following the teachings of his own religion. No, you don't get to pick and choose what teachings you want to follow. If you're a Christian, you're supposed to follow all of them. And that includes stoning your child if he or she disobeys their parents. That's what it teaches in that fucking stupid religion. So guess what? If you can't follow your own religion, get out of the religion. If you can't stone your child, get out of the religion. And you shouldn't stone your child. And that's why Christianity is bullshit. Any religion that teaches you to stone your children is a bullshit religion. It's bullshit. If you can't love your enemy, and I don't actually think you should love your enemy, get out of that religion. Because it's a useless religion. It's espousing impractical things, which might be altruistic, but are impractical and unrealistic. Or completely unethical things, like stoning your child. This is Enigma Hood signing off.